So here we are on Tuesday afternoon, July the 22nd, and just want to give a little update on the cemetery. Of course, the very front of the property is still very much a big mess, and we need to get that cleaned up, but we do have plans to get that done in the fall after it cools down. Got some folks that want to come out and use their chainsaw and chipper and their truck. They got a place to haul it to, so we'll be good shape there. On the little bank here, a little slope, my plan is we'll put 4 or 5 6x6 treated 6x6 timbers in and just create steps, and probably fill in with wood chips or pine bark, and then probably put variegated monkey grass on either side going up. Our neighbors over here, the Mikowskis, have done some really nice landscaping. They maintain the grass in front. They just had the lawn services out spraying this grass. So when we do visit the cemetery, we want to be careful. We want to be very respectful of our neighbors and the hard work they've done in the past, and not park our vehicles on the grass, stay on the pavement. And when we have all this mess cleaned up, then I've got plans. This is a fairly sunny area, and it'll support some Rosa Sharon that we have bought, or possibly some crepe myrtle and a few hydrangeas. We want to just dress it up, make it look really nice. And then as you go up the what will be the steps, we'll just have a bit of a pathway going on into the cemetery. We've got a lot of moss throughout the cemetery that's started, and I hope we can keep that and even propagate it. And of course, there's just lots of unknown graves, headstones, all through the cemetery. As you walk through the cemetery, you just look, there's little stones all over the place. So it's hard to know where to walk and where not to walk. There's a stone right here at the base of this sourwood tree. But anyway, what we've done, I've brought quite a few rhododendron, total of 15 rhododendron up. And even though this is July, just about the end of July, we've had some real nice, cool, and rainy weather for the last week or so, and it's been perfect conditions to go ahead and do some transplanting of potted plants such as rhododendrons. They'll do real well. So just have them kind of spread out in the outer reaches of the cemetery. They're in an area where they will get sun, because they will need sun to bloom. And all through the woods, there's lots of mountain laurel. There's one that has just come up. I see there's a stump. There was a larger one there that had to be cut down, so this one's coming back up. And just all down through the woods there, lots of mountain laurel, some of which will bloom as it gets a little sun. And there's a big stand of laurel there in the front of the cemetery, just natural laurel, mountain laurel, which does get sun now and will be blooming. But again, in these open areas, and I just simply paused and looked up to determine kind of what areas have the potential of sun. And of course, that depends on where the sun is in the sky and which trees will be kind of blocking the sun out. But I feel like where we place these rhododendron, they will get sun, so they'll bloom out pretty this spring. And so on, right on down, again, sort of the outer edge of the cemetery with the rhododendrons, and kind of a line that extends on out toward the street. That area there is real open, and so the rhodies should bloom out real pretty there. And then back up in the center of the cemetery itself, of course, that That should be a relatively sunny area in the center. We did take out several of the sourwood trees in order to get our flag unobstructed. The nice new commercial grade aluminum flagpole in, and a 4x6 nylon flag. And on the graves themselves, I hope to just kind of turn the graves into flower beds, little flower beds, and have perennials and bulbs and probably a few annuals each year. A little work to do, but I think it'll be well worth those efforts. We'll probably this old holly tree is trying to come back, and it's just going to be ugly, so we'll probably wind up shooting that with a Roundup and killing it good, and then digging that root out. I've kind of made a line back behind the headstones of good flowering plants here that will get sun, or at least pretty good sun. We got a white crepe myrtle here on the end, and then we've got a little blue hydrangea, and then a larger pink hydrangea, and then another blue hydrangea, and then over on this end a pink blooming crepe myrtle. And then kind of between Benjamin and his parents' graves, there's an area, and I chose to use that to fill in a little bit. A nice size hydrangea here, which is actually blooming now, kind of a whitish bloom, got a little bit of pink to it, kind of late in the season for hydrangea to be blooming. It says on there that this particular plant changes color with the season. We'll see how true that is. Doesn't matter, it'll be pretty. And then got another little blue hydrangea off to the side here. So got a lot done today. Still have more to do, more plantings, but just wanted to kind of, while we've got this period of really nice, comfortable, almost fall-like weather, go ahead and get some good plantings in. A gentleman that sold the rhododendrons to me, Green Tree Nursery, Philip Edwards, over in a little town of Clyde, North Carolina. He really encouraged me to go ahead and plant the rhodies because he said they'd do well, and he said they would actually grow probably another 6 to 8 inches this season. So really looking forward to seeing how this all turns out come next spring, next summer.